I'm unsupervised. Good morning. Let's pick what we want to wear. I'm trying to show you my super cool outfit, but the awkward dancing should really be an omen for what's to come tomorrow. Stay tuned. I'm having leftover Indian takeout for breakfast because I'm an adult and I get to make these choices. Vegetable korma, paneer tikka masala. Probably not great to be wearing white as I splash around with Indian food with lots of staining spices, but I don't care. Oh, wow. Oh no! Me. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, we gotta clean curry off this lens. This is literally my first video that I've tried to shoot on this camera. Like, how could it get worse? Now for some crunchy non-ASMR. I decided to shoot a quick getting ready with me montage, even though I really didn't have anything to get ready for. At this point in the day, I had no plans. I actually ended up cleaning the house after this. I don't really wear makeup during the work week. I used to work at a place that had this toxic favoritism for people who would put on makeup and get really dolled up at work, even though their talent and skill levels were no different than mine. And it just kind of made me further reject the idea that I had to change my face to get ahead in the game. So I refuse to wear makeup at work, but I will wear it when it's just me hanging out by myself at home because it is fun to play with. This is the end result after I put a little bit of blush and bronzer on my cheeks and filled in my eyebrows. That's it. That's what we're working with today. Good enough. Before my partner went out of town for the bachelor party, he asked me what I planned to do this weekend, and I didn't really have any ideas in mind, but I knew I wanted to do something that was holiday themed. So it was pretty serendipitous that Athena reached out and invited me over for some holiday crafting, and it was just so much fun.
It does.
Oh my god. I actually often find that when my partner goes out of town, the feminine energy just rises. I'm starting to see a pattern where I reconnect with all of my girlfriends while he's away, and we do these really fun things together. And I think that I would like to make more of an effort to make that more of a regular thing in my daily life when he is around. It's not that I prefer one or the other, but it's that we have our routines and we have work and things just kind of fall into a flow. But when we recognize that there are things outside of this regular flow that bring us joy, I think we should chase them. Aside from my friend who invited me, I didn't really know any of these people, and they were so much fun that I cannot wait to hang out with them again. A lot of our conversations revolved around inclusivity, about identity. We shared stories about how our parents ended up in America and how our lives would be so different if they hadn't. Many of us are refugees, are queer, our parents met as students or through the military. And when we consider our roots, it's really meaningful to be able to spend time carefree, laughing deep into our bellies, and just feeling seen and understood, and having a blast to come in as strangers and leave as friends.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers to crafting. I seriously felt like I was in some sort of utopian brown person Hallmark holiday movie. Someone wanted to make a funny reel, so we taped a phone to the ceiling. I don't know if that reel will actually ever get made, but yes, the phone did fall off. This little bunny was unreasonably cute. As you can see, he's still cute while destroying things. Super grateful for this evening.
Let me
do it in front of this one. Do it in front of here.
Yes.
Nicer
Let's get some wood behind you. Go this way.
Get some wood. Get some push. That's a pull.
It was such an honor to be invited into Thena's cozy home, and I saw that she has one of my paintings displayed in her living room. It's a field of wildflowers from a road trip that she went on with our mutual friend Karina, who introduced us. Karina passed away unexpectedly about 2 years ago, and Thena asked me to paint this memory for her. We also have these matching dream catchers that Karina brought back as souvenirs from a trip to New Mexico, which we both hung up in our homes, of course. And as sad as it was losing a friend, the memories and life lessons that she left us with have really given our lives perspective. Like doing fun things, being inclusive, and keeping your friends close. Those are the things that I learned from her, and in that sense, she's not really gone. Monty was being such a mama's boy when I got home. I let him onto the bed and we just snuggled, listened to some soft jazz, and soul gazed. I'll leave this clip up for a while because I think it's scientifically proven to lower blood pressure and reduce stress. But going back to that tragically awkward dancing in the mirror I did earlier, one of the women at the craft night invited me to a dance workshop that she was hosting the next day. And I don't really dance that much, but I'd like to support a friend and move my body, so what could be the harm? I should also mention that it's a heels class, which I think is like sexy dancing, but I'm not entirely sure. So this could be a fun exercise in just saying yes to more stuff and seeing what happens. Oh, if everything else goes terribly in the day, you can always do one thing right. By starting your day by chugging water. This is my cup. From my friend's bachelorette party, it says, "High Lady of the Night Court." If you know, you know. Every morning I just lay with it until I drink it all. So hydrated. Really why I love having these weekends alone. Gives me a chance to appreciate him being around and miss him a little bit, so. Yeah, just thought I would reflect on that this morning. You walking yourself? I love having a dog because it forces me to get outside every morning and take breaks during the day and walk at night just so I can get some fresh air and some sunlight. We live near a neighborhood that has a lot of historical homes, and I love observing all of the architecture and the details that went into creating these beautiful buildings. And every time we go on our walks, I notice something new, and that I think is a really fun exercise to do for the mind. It's just paying attention, picking up cues from what's happening around you, and appreciating all the finer details of life. I showed up to this dance class and I did the warm-up, which was great, but in the warm-up I realized quickly that this was not a beginner-friendly class. It was very much intermediate, and having never taken a dance class before, this was a little challenging for me, but I'm really proud of myself nonetheless for sticking to it at least halfway through before I had to sit out because it just wasn't going to happen for me. But I'm really proud of myself because I put myself out there. I did something that was really uncomfortable. I said yes to something that I wouldn't normally say yes to. I supported a friend, and I didn't do the worst job possible. So I call that a win. The other women in the class were just so talented and beautiful, and their bodies were so strong, so I felt really uplifted just being around them. And my friend, you can see she's an amazing dancer. Just watching her dance is absolutely contagious. The energy, the joy, it just radiates off her. Like, that is major goals. I would love to be able to move like that, and I think that one day I will. After class, some of us went to brunch together, which was super fun, and we got to chat more, and I found out that actually about half the class was qualified dance teachers, so that made me feel a little bit better about the level of talent that I brought to the table. I spent the rest of the evening getting pretty cozy, reading in bed, and editing this video. I was super excited to review the footage that I had taken of the weekend because it was just such an unexpected surprise, and I felt so happy to have spent my time with all these amazing people. I'd call this a pretty successful unsupervised girlfriend weekend, and I'm excited to do it again. Till next time.